Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. So in this episode, we're going to find that some things have changed on our estate map, as we have now started to receive higher level dungeons to go into. As you can see, there's now these veteran level 3 missions that have popped up everywhere. There's also the first of our boss missions to go into and to kill the wizened hag. Now, I'm going to hold off until we have like a fully geared up level 2 squad before I want to send them against any of the level 1 bosses. And basically the level 1 missions right now are suicide. If I had to make one complaint, I think they come in a little early. Like, we're going to see the higher and higher level missions start to show up. I don't understand why there's not, you know, an event queued to characters reaching level 3 maybe kicking off these, because it just basically limits our selection for which missions we can actually take. For the missions we've got available, it's basically one for the runes, one for the warrens, and one for the Weald. And since we are completely out of deeds right now, I'd say that it makes the most sense for us to head into the Weald to collect some more. Our adventuring party on the mention of getting some characters up to level 2, I do think we could probably get Mandeville. Everybody else is kind of de-stressing. Pusand here, that stress kind of worries me about maybe taking him back out. So I think I'm going to leave him be and instead do like a Mandeville, Vipont, Poilet, and Hot run. We just picked up Hot last time, so she hasn't had an opportunity to come out with us. So this setup, I think, should be able to do it. I'm going to respec him a little bit. So for second position, collect bounty makes sense. Come hither would be fine. And then finish him and hook and slice. That should work out pretty well, I think. And then everybody else should be okay. From the front position, he'll be fine. She can do her healing things from the third slot, and then pretty much all of her stuff is from the back anyway. So that should be pretty good. Alright, this one is going to be a little bit different. Stave off sickness. We haven't had a mission like this yet. As it describes here, many a cart driver has met their end on the danger-plagued road through the Weald. A king's ransom of medicine was recently abandoned. They would greatly assist in rebuilding this sickly hamlet. So basically, a convoy of medicine got lost somewhere along the road, and we are going to be sent out to get that medicine back. What it means is we're going to be looking to collect some items spread throughout the map. They may come quickly, it may take us a long time. This is going to be a medium mission, so I'm thinking 2 full stacks of food with like 3 shovels, and then something like that for everything else. We're going to have at least 3 slots for the medicine we're looking to pick up, but we should be clearing out our own inventory with some of the consumables in order to grab those. So it shouldn't be too terribly bad here. Beast and corrupted humans alike inhabit these failing grounds. Yeah, mostly the beasts that worry me.
Our land is remote and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
Okay. As is pretty common in the Weald, we do have this sort of twisting path to deal with. I'm thinking we're going to head straight through here to get this taken care of. That way the backtracking, our torch will die down, and then we can come down here, step over, come down. Yeah, that makes the most sense. So let's get to rolling. Oh man, right off the bat, thorny thicket.
Herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Nature itself indeed is working against us. Although, we are finding lots of these lovely packs. I'm not going to argue too bad with that. Anti-venom right off the bat, and a little bit of gold for our trouble. Now, oh my god, I totally forgot to bring any torches with me. Haha, that is quite honestly a terrible mistake. Alright then, well we might just find our first dark run by accident. We did find the first of the medicine. It's going to be just in like a pack here, and it'll end up as an item to pick up. Well, hey, at least I don't have to worry about the backtracking and my torchlight. Each one of these that we managed to find, however, is going to be fairly valuable for us. Oh my. So I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and pop that now. There's really no need to hold on to it if I'm going to be trying to keep the light levels up. We are getting these fairly early. I would not say no to getting out of here fairly quickly here. Let's see. I think it's going to be medicinal herbs. Yeah. Rids of diseases, picks up tons of food. The food is going to be helpful if our torchlight is going to run down. We do have the one camp at the very least, so that'll be something. I'm thinking let's start off with some misses. Yeah, that seems good. We'll start off with some misses. Maybe worry about the back lines. These guys do have 60% protection. I believe that's been brought down just a little bit from what it was after the patch. There have actually been 3 updates since the original patch has come out. Fairly minor, all of them just sort of tweaking some things. But it's good to see, the game constantly getting iterated on. So that's accuracy 80. This has better crit chance. Not quite. Left him with 1 HP, huh? Alright. These guys can be annoying. They have a stun ability that we're now going to see in action. I would also really love if he didn't get stunned, considering he hasn't even acted this turn. Oh my god. Okay. So that's a bit of a problem, because they are quickly stacking up more actions than our party is every time they get a stun off on us. So let's go ahead and just get the kill. At least get it down to 3v3 again. Try the bola one more time. A little bit of damage. Clear a stun. And let's see about maybe some stuns of our own. Oh, no. Resisted. And if they keep... Man, like our healer is getting just brutalized back here. That can heal 3. That can heal 3 to 5.
Confidence surges
nice.
As the enemy crumbles.
Fairly good damage. We're going to be relying on the Arbalest to deal with that back line. Oh man, you can get bad humors from these guys. And a stun. Maggots are not supposed to be this challenging. Jeez. Louise, people. Bad humors. Max HP lowered. Yeah, that's not great. I guess we'll just go for the heal. Was 1 additional HP worth no damage on them? Probably not, huh? Alright, that's pretty decent. 3 of 5. Oh, and another turn right away.
Give them no quarter.
Alright, we just need 1 action. There we go. And 3 HP healed for the trouble. Oh man, my
too will resistance.
Accidental dark run is gonna be bad, like real bad. Again, it's not out of the question that we just very quickly encounter the 3rd medicine and are maybe able to get out of here. Resisted both the move and the stun. These guys don't have very good bleed resist, but we've had some real bad luck with these dogs, so I'm totally okay with just getting rid of him first off. Okay, that's not bad. She's got some really good damage from the back line. Although, from a little bit of game design perspective, there isn't much competition for like a 4th position DPS character. So it's kind of a poor compliment to say that she's really good in the 4th position as DPS because there's not really anybody giving her a run for her money from back there. Oh, double blighted. Okay. Don't you grope me. No means no. Oh my god. These guys are taking 4 damage per turn from that blight. We have got to anti-venom. They're both going to be around. It's going to overkill him a bit, but it had to be done. Let's go ahead and grab a come hither so that we can get him into position. Ooh, lovely. Get him in position so that we can keep hitting him. Oh no! Escape Cloud. He has the ability to move himself back. Okay. Well, in that case, we are going to have to deal some 4th rank damage to him. Got him down to 7 already. This could do it, and it does. Awesome. Alright. He's going to take 5 additional damage from that, but that'll be our last anti-venom. I think we're going to have to let him take the poison damage for a bit. And... yay, it's trapped. And save our anti-venom for a time when our life depends on it, sort of thing. Okay. So we do have some treasures coming up. Also, I believe our bounty hunter Vipont is going to be our best trap disarmer. Very nice. So we do have some items. Any one of these could be... yeah, you feel faint. I'm sorry, man. I'm real sorry. Eerie spider webs. I believe it might be the anti-venom that clears that, but let's check the bandages. Maybe it is the bandages. There's some type of tree that is anti-venom. Alright. That torchlight is definitely very low. But it doesn't matter. Oh, yes. Okay. We do need to clear the inventory space. I think we're just going to go ahead and consume a stack of food. We'll get these 3 characters back up a little bit, and then bam. We're going to go ahead and continue the adventure. We've still got plenty of supplies left over. And basically, if we push our luck...
secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Ooh. If we push our luck to the point that we get in danger of somebody dying, we'll look into retreating. Again, I also would not say no to just finding some random torches. Shouldn't be too bad. 1 cultist acolyte. Of course, getting our party out of order could cause some trouble. I think, in fact, Mondeville might have some difficulty acting from that position. Let's go ahead. We can stack a little bit of bleed, so that's going to do 9. Oh, man. I just need 1 person to put some more... I just need 1 person to put some more damage on her. Looks like we're going to be doing Hand of Light. She basically does lead... she does lose some of her healing abilities from right there. I really should... I need to reorder everybody. Alright, you get back up here. That way you can do this. Lovely. Down to 5. So 2 turns of bleed is going to get rid of her. So let's just focus on everybody else.
With impunity.
If we can get the ectoplasms out of the way. Oh man, as soon as I move them back. Oh, thank God. And I would, you know, I think it would be
the bigger the beast,
a nice balance shift back in the direction of making things a little bit easier on the player. But if cytokinesis wouldn't work when they have a full party, even if that party was corpses, you know, so that I really should be focusing on healing the Arbalist instead of talking. But, you know, the ability to still create more characters even though their party is technically, you know, quote-unquote full, Seems a little counterintuitive more than anything. Let's go ahead. I'm going to buff with holy water just to use it and to pick up the jade. The other thing that I think would be a nice balance shift concerning the corpses back in the direction of making things a little bit easier on the player would be for your own characters to create corpses if they die, which also does not currently happen. Oh, that's cool. Another torch and 1,000 gold. We want 1,000 gold. What is worth getting rid of for 1,000 gold? I'd say skeleton key. Yeah, I'm gonna go with skeleton key. We'll get rid of that. Your own characters don't create corpses when they die, meaning that if things start to turn against you, you don't get the advantage of... Ooh, lovely. You don't get the advantage of, you know, like if our frontline tank goes down, for example. It would be kind of nice if the Arbalist doesn't lose her ability to keep shooting her best attacks, and that your Vestal doesn't lose her ability to keep healing everybody, at least for a couple of turns. And it seems like, you know, it would make sense. Everybody would stay in the same position. Your player party would behave exactly the same way as your enemy parties do. And that sort of consistency, I think, would be more intuitive to the player. Just overall easy for everybody to comprehend what is going on. Yes, I really did want to shift him there. I'm hoping in the 3rd rank he is a little less dangerous. Of course, I don't get to test that theory because Escape Cloud immediately gets him back to that position. Alright. Oh, come on. But yeah, like, so the argument doesn't exactly come from the position of... Oh man, critical blight, which is not good. Okay, we got one down. Slowly the tide turns. But it's not so much just from an argument of make the game easier, please. It's an argument from the position of that degree of consistency, I think, would make the game make more sense to everybody, be more intuitive to everybody. You know, there's really very rarely can I come up with an argument against consistency in game mechanics. Oh, come on. He is probably going to be the most challenging for us to actually hit here. And that, oh man, those blight stacks are getting real. It's going to do 16 damage to her. Ugh. Of course, she's going to be able to heal herself up, but still, 16 damage is nothing to scoff at.
Cannot be left unanswered.
Okay. Well, let's see here. He's at 6. Oh, that didn't quite do it. No. Death's Door. Okay. He's also taken 1 damage per turn. So I really need to get him... 5 HP is nice. Okay. I was considering the party heal because everybody's looking a little green around the gills, but I think the 5 HP was worth it. He, of course, will basically end up... There we go. He will basically end up back on Death's Door if he gets hit again. But that is not going to happen. Okay. Ooh. Now,
these nightmarish creatures can be felled.
Plenty of supplies. Alright, I want deeds. I want gold. We can... 5, 10. We can eat the food. And then... don't these to cleanse item prevent maladies? I'm not entirely sure what that will do. Did that get rid of his... Okay, so medicinal herbs cleared blight. So then what's the point of antivenom? Okay, that's strange. Very, very strange. We'll have her interact with the altar. No effect. I think I need to use maybe like holy water on that. That would tend to make sense. What we're gonna do, we're gonna end up backtracking. Your heart's gonna burst. I'm very sorry. I wish your heart wouldn't burst. I think that would be better all around. Oh my god. Yep, we get it. Stop holding us up. I'm gonna backtrack basically to this branch camp there, and then we'll reevaluate at the camp as to whether or not we want to just take our spoils and go home, or if we'd like to continue the additional rooms. You know, we're really our inventory is fairly stacked up already, but after we camp, I think we'll have 2 slots freed up. So if we could get enough supplies to maybe fill those with another stack of gold or something, that could do it. We also have bandages that are yet unused. It's kind of funny, I brought all these bandages because I was remembering those hounds and the stacks of bleed that they would put on you. So I was like, we definitely need to bring that. And then that hasn't been the case this time at all. Alright, we'll go ahead and camp. We're going to be able to feast.
It's a goal without hope.
Which is very nice for a number of reasons. And then let's take a look at our camping skills here. Heal and remove bleed. All companions heal. Single, bless, sanctuary, reduce chance of a nighttime ambush. Improve scouting. Damage versus size 2, reduce stress, accuracy, damage, and crit. Accuracy, damage, and crit. Well, I'm thinking we'll triage everybody, and then I'm going to have him weapon practice. I'm going to have him... No, I'm going to have him get instruction. And then we'll just wound care up the arbalist, and that should basically do it. Go ahead and rest here. Yeah. Lots of talking.
Is struck.
Lovely.
Blazing
now, the camp also has the side effect of getting our torchlight back up, which is good. He's full. Let me go ahead and chomp down the food a little bit here and just gain some more HP back. So suddenly the party's actually looking pretty decent. Everybody's at good health. Torchlight all the way up. The only real danger I think we're in at the moment is Mandeville's stress level being a little bit high. She could freak out and suddenly decide not to provide any healing, and the consistent crits from blanket fire are not helping with that. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna hook and slice the back row. It's gonna do 3 for 3. Oh my god! Now at max light, they're just critting left, right, and center after their crazy chance for crits has been removed. Okay, well, I was not expecting that to kill him. Yeah, okay then. I'm not going to complain about it killing him. I just wasn't expecting it. Need another blanket fire. And then we'll start worrying about these guys. I'll let our arbalist take care of him on her next turn. Alright, a little additional healing. I've mentioned it before, but 1 doesn't sound like a very good heal on paper. But 1, it adds up, because you're getting 4 HP across the whole party. And then 2, with the Death's Door mechanic, 1 HP really does make all the difference. And there we go. That didn't go too terribly badly. We got tons of incoming crits.
Remind yourself that
is really the biggest thing.
slow and insidious killer.
Did manage to pick up some onyx though, which is pretty valuable. And let's see what this fancy box might have for us. Some busts. You know, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it quits. So let's swap out the busts for the food because we're not gonna need that anymore. And then we are gonna head back to town.
These tonics and herbs will stave off infection and neutralize contagion.
Alright. Not bad considering 3 of our inventory slots had to be taken out by the medicine anyway. We're basically getting about 10,000 gold. We ended up with 8 deeds. I can live with that. We also did see Vipont and Mandible both reach level 2. She gained a love interest back in town and also a negative 50% bleed resist. I would say that's something we definitely want to get rid of. She's also going to have to do some serious de-stressing. Alright. Now that those two characters...
I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
Okay. Time is hard to judge sometimes, and I really can't blame you for that. 2 of our characters reaching level 2, they're going to get kind of the royal treatment again. Fitton lost 500 gold after getting a little bit tipsy and buying around for the bar. Okay. So let's check this out. Mandeville, do you have any... Oh, yes, you will only go to the brothel now. I forgot. So, the Virgin Vestal will only visit the brothel. She just likes the pillows. There's nothing deviant going on there. It's just, she likes the pillows. They have really nice pillows in the brothel. And then, 47, Hot could definitely use something. Gambling hall is still taken up, and he is still a gambler, though. So it will be... Hot also has a love interest. Are you kidding me with this stuff? Okay, well, at 44, he can pray. And then that's really it. She needs to gamble, she needs the brothel. Could we increase the gambling? No, stress recovery. 2 and 4. I'm not using it for anything else. Treatment costs.
Strong drink.
Slots.
A game of chance and companionship.
All right.
The rush of life.
That might have been a little cost prohibitive from a standpoint of crest used, but it at least got Poussin Finley de-stressing a little bit. All right. With that, Vipont can then get in here. We can take off Bloodthirsty, but like, why? I don't know. I mean, I get that it's bad, but is it 5,000 gold bad is ultimately the question there. So let's go ahead and send him through the guild instead. And the bounty hunter description: a brutally efficient single target executioner and crowd control specialist. For the bounty hunter, planning is key. Mark targets for bonus damage or look for opportunities to capitalize on a stunned foe. He can also wreak havoc on an enemy party's order using his grappling hook, flashbangs, and powerful uppercut. Fair enough. What I am thinking, I like collect bounty becomes kind of his primary, and then hook and slice. And then I'm kind of thinking come hither and uppercut, because I didn't see much use out of finish him at all. The additional crit chance that collect bounty had means that it's, you know, superior as long as the target's not stunned. Of course, mark for death so that I could then do the marking thing. Maybe just come hither and then mark for death, and that'll be our standard loadout for these guys. Also, we do not have this. We would need more portraits and way more crests. Okay. This is also going to be, you know, a primary concern for us pretty quickly. So we get all our level 2 guys up to the next level of skills. They can go to that, right? Like, I'm not just a crazy person. Yeah, okay. They just need the instructor mastery to level 2. Okay. And then we'll also send him into the blacksmith, where we can find out a little bit about his equipment. The bounty hunter favors a hand axe and grappling hook, a pairing that allows him to ensnare and execute his quarry with professional efficiency. His tough leather and scale armor grants decent protection without sacrificing mobility. And we can go from an abandoned axe to a refurbished axe, and from rigid leathers to buckled leathers. Very nice, very nice. Also, not nearly enough heirlooms to bother with upgrading that stuff either. Alright, and finally, let's head to the stagecoach to see no new classes showing up. I'm not really super excited about like doubling up on any of the classes we already have yet, so I think we're just going to leave those guys be. We could... No, we couldn't. We don't have enough crests. I was thinking about maybe upgrading to more guys showing up every week so that we could get some of the other classes a little bit faster, but that's going to have to wait until next time. I think we've got everything sorted that we really can sort out right now, so we're going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe to see more videos daily. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes, and I will catch you guys next time.